Welcome back. Last time we demonstrated that explosion is a utility spell. This time, I will do it again. First, I'm going to try to do the maze fairly legitimately. As you'll notice, it is a maze. I do not have a map focus. Now, the Minotaur maze comes with multiple of these types of rooms, and sometimes these are. I don't know what's wrong with generation. Red thread. Oh! So they have changed it. It used to be that those chests had tripwires in front of them that would set off the TNT. They themselves weren't trapped. It appears that has been changed. An egg! Perfect. We'll make our way back. It's not too far a distance, just several hundred blocks. And it says 570, not 5,700. I certainly hope that says 570 and not 5,000. Can't really tell. It's sort of blurring together. Yeah, 500. And as long as I have my ghastly spirit by the time I actually make it there, I should be able to just drift on down. As long as I take the same exact turn, I should be able to get exactly to the location I need to go. Thankfully, I was close to the start. We can't break the lily pads. We're pressed for time. I need this in order to be able to glide down safely. I mean, theoretically, I could not glide down safely as well. Are we halfway there? It looks like I'm probably not going to glide down safely at this rate. That I think will set me on fire. Ow. I unfortunately happen to be on the opposite side, so I have to go the long ways around. Which means I will just have to tank the fall damage. Is there probably a better way to do this? Nope. I took the optimal route. Hey look, there's another Minotaur hut right there. And they all are different. There are just 4 different mazes down here. Sorry, I was just thinking. Shouldn't leave so much downtime. Get lost in your thoughts. What was I just thinking about? Nothing really in particular. Thrilling commentary. Because I've died in this maze to an explosion, I think this maze has decidedly elected itself for the explosion testing. That looks like a firefall. It looks like it's just far enough to severely harm an individual. And that's no good. Whoops. And now this looks decidedly safer. Hey, look, at least the explosion made it easier to get here. Now I need to cycle through this because I don't know what's in here. It appears nothing of value. Now that bedrock will prevent me from just exploding through the floor. So it's a good thing that wasn't my plan. That bug will just grab you. My chest plate is also just a chainmail chest plate, but it is breaking down. Now, normally the techniques you use to solve a maze is you hug a side or you... Or you can just place torches. They give you torches here for doing that. My strategy is an idealistic version of this strategy. That blew up way faster than it should have. Also, what does red thread do? Ah! You collect red thread and you can place it, then you can backtrack. Oh no. It's a minotaur. But for those of you less educated in this, you're probably thinking, wait, if the minotaur is there, then who's the boss of the dungeon? Oh, you'll see. The minotaur is no joke, but he does drop meef. Which means I can get meef if I get in a spawner for those guys, which they do exist, of the samurai. So the first objective of this dungeon is to go down. Ah, here we go. And these guys do charge around and hit quite hard. Uh-oh. Picked up the wrong thing. You gotta forgive me. Alright, and double spawners. Nice, nice, nice. There's no spawner in this one? That was a pressure plate. What about you, explosion? What about you, explosion? No. Maze wafers are food you can get here. Chest plates. 7 armor. Or 8 armor. Less gravity. Max health. Ooh. A purple. Epic. When attacked, inflict blindness. Magic damage taken is reduced. Socketed 2. Luck. Mana. Is it better than my other backup helmet? I'm going to say yes. So, I mean, the main difficulty of a maze is that it's a maze. And you can't exactly just explode your way through the entire thing. As demonstrated, there's bedrock layers. But just because there exists bedrock... Ah, shit, this is the way I came from. Doesn't mean you can't blow up the next best thing, the walls. Now, thankfully the top layer is the least difficult. But there's more than one layer. Oh, several loots. The enchant is extremely funny, though. What a useful iron bar I've just set up. You fool. This one appeared to be safe. Fire react. Charms of keeping. These are nice. These can give you essentially keep inventory. Sticks we already have. Maize wafers. They're a source of food. Coal. I'm carrying it on me already, so might as well. Just because that one was not trapped doesn't mean this one's suddenly safe. But it appears it was. Ooh, another epic. And for the chest plate, which isn't very good. What this does. When attacked, gain resistance. Physical damage is reduced. Ignores durability damage. Knockback resistance. Luck armor. Technically gives less armor, but it gives more all-around stuff. I actually think the steel leaf is probably a little bit better just because it gives HP and armor, which at the moment is all we're really focused on. Sorry, I took a wrong turn. As you were, men. That's unfair. He teleported behind me. Because of me, but he did it. Meat's a decent source of food. I'm not hearing TNT, but I didn't hear it when I died either. So I keep backing up so immediately. Oh, the reason I'm collecting... Ooh, we definitely want this blaze rod because we don't have access to blaze rods otherwise. And by that I mean I just haven't gone to the nether. There's nothing restricting me from going to the nether. I just haven't. But essentially I think there's 3 floors to this maze. We're just trying to get down to the bottom level, and then that level has the boss on it. Mushrooms. Enchanted axe makes you just scary enough for me to take cover from. We have 6 bowls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Counting mushrooms with thrush under. Put the ash over here. Collect the 6 mushrooms. Throw them over there. Pick your 6 red mushrooms. There we go. I do love the charge attack, but it is terrifying. Or I love that it is terrifying. I heard the tripwire. The TNT bug out? Oh no, there it goes. I just had to trigger it. We've done it. We've blown a hole through the bedrock. Alright, we're just looking for the next way down. The charms of keeping are good because... So here I will... Charm of keeping. As you can see, there are tier 1s, 4 of them makes you can craft 4 of them into a tier 2, and you can craft 4 tier 2s into a tier 3. And the way it works is that I don't remember what the charm of keeping tier 1 does, but I think tier 2 gives you your hot bar. I think tier 1 is your armor and what you're holding, and then it gets consumed. Tier 2 is your hotbar and your armor. And then tier 3 is your entire inventory. Now apparently they also drop from the, in terms of keeping, you have a chance to drop from the slimes down here at a very low rate. But if I can find a spawner for those guys, that means I could theoretically set up a keep inventory farm. There might be other ways of doing that, but I'm not trying to min-max every single part of this. With a high enough FOV, I can look through walls. That's hilarious. I can explore 2 hallways at once. Assuming I can understand what I'm looking at. I mean, like I said, I'm not interested that much in the loot here, but I heard it go off. We'll continue off this way. Oh, another chest. I didn't hear any triggering, but I still shouldn't have been so ballsy. Oh no, apparently this is just the final floor. Chipped lightning gem. If I could put it on the lower piece of armor, like leggings or boots, it gives speed. A decent amount of speed, too. Otherwise, though, nothing too valuable to be found here. Anyways, the dreaded boss of this region is not the Minotaur, but the Minnow Shroom. Now, here's the problem with being a boss down here. He is a charging-based boss. I can't hit him from through this gap. I should not be breaking that with the strengthened. Oh, that's end of him. Okay, he can't. Teleporting a charging enemy just for them to teleport behind me and continue charging at me is extremely funny to me. I don't know why this isn't working. I'm gonna hit him again. He doesn't have a lot of HP, and he's not particularly threatening. Also, he has chests. I'm checking to make sure that they're not trapped. I thought there were more floors to this one, but oh well. TNT. The ballast gem. Ignores a lot of durability damage on a tool. Knockback resist attack damage, though, on weapons. This ballast gem might be worth something. Swarm spiders don't need you. We'll get what's in there in a second. Tier fire react, more thread, nothing really that we need. Chipped breach gem, nothing really that we need. Milk buckets in here. Milk buckets can be used to just drink and get regular buckets too. They're not worthless, but to so here we have the minnow shroom head. Meat stroganoff isn't. Unfortunately, the meat stroganoff doesn't stack. That being said, it is still good. Zombie spawner is not that important. So we also have his weapon, which came out as an apotheosis weapon, which is very nice. A cleaving diamond axe, or diamond minotaur axe of colossal strikes. Oh, heavy weapons probably means things like axes, of course. That was very stupid of me. Current HP damage is very good. Protection shred, I assume means it just destroys armor. Oh, armor shred though, so it is two different things like that. That's a lot. Extra damage while charging, gives speed. So you can hold right click to just charge, and it also has a cleave. Or sometimes it cleaves. So, current HP damage, very good because of things like that first hit in combat is going to do current HP damage. It's their current HP. The fire resistance potion, actually, we're going to want that pretty soon, too. Alright, so we'll store the Minishroom head. I would like to take multiple meat stroganovs, especially if they have nourishment. That makes them really good. Don't need regular arrows. I can get rid of sticks. Oh, another hoe that I brought with me. I should really just start putting those in the chest once I'm done with them. I didn't end up blowing up the maze. So I'm sorry if I led you on. I mean, I had every intention of causing mayhem with explosion, but it just didn't work out that way. The cobalt iron pickaxe is pretty god-awful. I kept it because it had Fortune 1, but it is just bad. Anyways, now we need to get out of here. Ooh, I can get another 2... So the beef stroganoff, or the... Not meat stroganoff, the beef steaks are essentially just like mutton. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. My pants are broken. That's why we have the extra pair of pants in here. Daryl the AC Rizlord. Not being a straight line of these guys. They charge attack. Jesus Christ, he's beating the shit out of me. Nothing of value. I'll set off this wooden pressure plate. That's unfortunate, it didn't go off. What about if I break this? There we go. Which will trigger the TNT for the chest. Or not. Oh, there we go, I can trigger it anyways. Perfect. So apparently it's only 2 floors, so it's not that bad. I mean, getting out of here, you do have to go back up, so that could be annoying. Oh shit, it had explosions. It was so delayed, and I didn't hear anything. I ended up backing up in time, so I ended up fine, but that was scary. There's funky generation. Alright, now I'm throwing out bowls. It's fine. They're just... Another questionable. I think I heard TNT, which is unfortunate because there was a blaze rod in there. Oh, maybe not. Blaze rod? I mean, like, the loot here isn't amazing, but it's not terrible. The charms of keeping can be really good if you don't have keep inventory. So, you know, you can have a good time here. Now, one quick note. I don't have blocks for... I'm sorry, I just got the hiccups all of a sudden. I don't have blocks for getting out of here. I didn't make a staircase up, so... Thankfully, I think I know somewhere where there should be some blocks on the floor. Alright, what am I tossing for the ability to leave? Nothing. I have something I can throw out. Ah, but these blocks do not like to stack. That is unfortunate. Alright, I got 11. A block. That should be able to get me up at least one level. Assuming I can make my way back. Hey, that's the thing with mazes, right? You're supposed to just get lost. And that's half the fun, right? You might be thinking wrong. The point is to win. But, you know, for me, I like the exploration of the maze. There's loot in here. Oh, there's a fiery sword. Give it an extra moment. It could be. Just load. Okay. The glacial fiery sword. You know I gotta take it with that. It does cold damage. This is actually a pretty good sword. It's probably better than the violent steel leaf sword. Five damage to nearby enemies, 3 damage to nearby enemies, but this one gives speed. Which one's actually better? This one does fire, but fire is not exactly... This boosted crit damage and does fire damage. This has lifesteal on it. Well, this also has lifesteal on it. What about this one? Nah, this one does have crit chance and cold damage. And I believe it naturally burns the target, so... But it doesn't hit in AoEs. Unfortunately, it may look cool. May think it's cool. It may, in fact, be slightly cool. But it's not cool enough. This is the minus speed one. I just decided to make a small hole to help me traverse a little bit faster. And there we go, we're back at the... Explosion. A suitable substitute for find the path. Well, actually, this was beam. It was an even explosion. This is right here. Don't have a way out, though. This would take a while to... Oh, stone. We can also remove this death marker now. And it's not just to get rid of the proof that I have died. Though now without it, who's to say I've ever died? Me saying to an audience that has recorded footage. So, now that we've defeated the Mushromatar... Hey, I should be able to go in here. Do I have to eat a mighty stroganoff first? Oh, yeah, I have to eat a mighty stroganoff first. Stefan the Riz Lord! I have a friend called Stefan, so not spelt the same way, but you know. This gives nourishment, which I believe is just saturation. Oh no, I saw my saturation go down a small amount. So here's the Hydra. Intimidating fellow. We'll make this mildly less intimidating by just... I'm not taking damage. Now here's the thing about the Hydra. He instantly bit off my head. Oh, so I used the charm of keeping one, so I kept my sword and my armor. So I forgot he has that ability to just... I think it does just an extremely high amount of damage. I don't think it's true damage. But he does have just a bite attack that can be quite lethal. And he has a good amount of armor protection. Which means I should be using that new axe I got. Because that new axe I got specifically shreds protections and armor. Now, armor shred and protection shred means that it should completely strip that much of it. And I don't know if it would stack the value, but if it does, it'd be quite useful. May as well go back, we'll collect my gear. I can also try another small technique, which might be worth doing. First, let's just get to the correct side of this hill. The Hydra's cave. I mean, he is a boss creature. You're not supposed to just run up to him and think you can just slice at his heads for free. Oop, I want to grab that. Please. There we go. My Mystic Code has taken damage. Appears the strengthening is worn off. But while I'm strengthening, I also want to strengthen this. Hey, diamonds. So, strengthening is more than just... It's more than just unbreaking. This is wind up. Damn. Did he firebomb me? No, he just happened to hit me. Jeez. And despite this thing saying that it is armor shred, it seemed to be able to tank that pretty well. Hey, but I got another egg. Might have to stick back and just try to gander him, but he wasn't appearing to take magic damage. It could just be that I'm currently not equipped to deal with the Hydra. Very possible. He's a tough guy. Or gal. Not entirely certain on that. but he's tough. Or she. It. There's many heads. It could be he, she, and they. Maybe I should just go with they. It seems more generalized. Yeah, but they've, I guess you could say they're not all bark, 'cause they've got some bite. I'm sorry. You can leave now. No, if you dislike the video now, that's okay. I understand. I've also consumed a bunch of Charms of Keeping now, I think, because I think it like double consumed or something, because I only had 3 left when I think. Wait, do I have my backpack? No. Do I have my pouches? I do. Don't bite me. I have to collect my loot first. This isn't fair. I need to collect my loot. You're sitting on it. Asshole, get out of the way. I need that. Come on, just give me my stuff back. No, I'm gonna bite. I need my backpack. Toss the meat. Don't bite at me. Don't tread on me either. Come on there. Ah! Alright, if he can't see me, he can't fight. It was technically a true sentence when I said it. He does appear to be immune to the gander's damage. Kobold, that's not the place I'd recommend standing for this boss fight. What? I'm sorry, I missed that jump. Just give me another chance. Thanks. Ah! Well, when all else fails. Hey, Hydra! Get on this! I find it very unfortunate that you weren't very bothered by that. Though I did expose some diamonds. I need a weapon. Do you just always give the kobold pickaxe? You always give a kobold pickaxe, but it doesn't have to be bad. Aha! He's distracted. He's also definitely just gonna bite me because I'm point blank. Here's his bite's fairly inaccurate, though. That's an advantage. Not particularly a massive advantage, but an advantage. At the moment, hit and run seems to be somewhat effective. I'm now on fire. Right, I don't have fire resistance anymore. I had that for the first attempt. Dude, I think we have a bigger enemy to face than each other at the moment, guy. Oh, jeez, if you want to die, there you go. Oh, maybe it's more painless. Oh, he's going for a bite with that head. Just keep moving. Motherfucker! Ah! So he's not very mobile. As long as I'm out of his range, when he goes for the bite attack, he can't actually hit me. I guess the 3 heads isn't always better than 1, huh? Also, you can target the heads as well. Like I've been trying to hit this head on occasion. Miss twice, just retreat. Don't want to get bit because that seems to be the killer move. Go for a bite. So his animations aren't that subtle. Teeth means he's going for a bite, and he opens his jaw, rears back, and then swings his head forward. Smoke coming out of his breath means he's about to do fire attacks. And then there is a water head as well, which I believe means that a dud's about to fire. You know what? This is a boss fight. We need some mighty beef stroganoff. Delicious. It doesn't help that I keep trying to see if he's trying to bite me, but because I'm running up into his face, I'm seeing through his head hitbox model. I don't think I need a fully swung attack in order to... Also, my weapon is strength, so it's doing more damage. I don't think I need a fully charged up weapon to apply the armor shred, which is why I'm also just swinging light into him. That's the bite attack. Okay, I didn't get too greedy. And goodbye. Hydra Slayer. Man. He's pretty tough. Good amount of XP though. Alright, before we go for that box. We got some diamonds here, boys. I mean, I'm not going to say no to some diamonds. But there you have it. We've defeated the Hydra and the Minotaur. We have the Hydra head The Hydra chops, which are extremely good food, and they stack. Now, they don't give nourishment, but I think we'll forgive them for that. And the meat we'll take out because we need the Hydra blood. And there's the Hydra head. Toss this in here. So here's the question. Miniature hearts. Miniature? They do go up to blue. And craft a miniature red heart with a melty red heart. Alright, well. I can do with them. I can make a soul heart crystal. I can make a heart amulet. Right click to open. I can make a red health patch. It heals. I can make, with melty blood, I can make things. Ah, and there they are, the heart canisters. Requires the relic apple and the wither bone. My friend knows anatomy. I think he'll agree with me. The wither bone is right next to, so that's one of yours, like the bones in your back. Towards the lower, like where the tailbone starts, that's the wither bone. And this is pretty cheap, all things considered, for giving you permanent hearts. And I'm not sure how exactly they work. I'm assuming I just right click it to craft. So to make melty green, I can use 9 melty yellow. Oh, melty red by melting red hearts. Okay. Melting red hearts seems a little inefficient, but melting yellow hearts should be pretty doable with how many bosses exist. Then we'll quickly search the Hydra's lair. I didn't keep any glowstone, so there's no reason to stack it now. Aha! Diamonds. My beloved. I believe they're everybody's beloved. I didn't exactly line it up, but that's fine. Just enough. I mean, the Hydra wasn't that tough. Couple deaths. Should have played it better and safer from the start, but you know, we're just having a good time. You know, it is what it is. Also, I'm wearing almost fully just ironwood now. Gotta be something I can just store in here. The fiery blood. I don't need this knockback 1 book either. I don't need that. I don't need to toss this quite yet. The rotten spell book I'm literally not using? Sure. I could actually be using it. That's a note. There we go. No, that was pretty successful, I'd say, all around. Now, which way back home? First, we'll remove these waypoints. Oh. Now we ride the spectral steed. Well, hey, we defeated the Hydra, who was immune to magic. And as a wizard, or a warlock, an opponent who's immune to magic is a big deal. Alright, now we just swim with our horse because the special steed is better than a regular horse. He doesn't need to breathe, so he's not bothered by going underwater. I wonder if Minecraft skeleton horses, they probably don't have anything special in them that makes you, maybe they don't kick you off. They probably do. Alright, so I'm going to drop off everything at home, and next time we'll... Did I just pick up another egg? No, I didn't. I heard a pickup sound. I picked up seeds. Well, it's time to drop everything at home. So my game didn't just crash. My game might have just crashed. Well, I mean, that's it for this episode. Hope you all enjoyed. Have a happy Halloween.